right? We began this year and this past year, 2020, we engaged COVID. Wow. We've been in COVID all year. So before we end the year, let's breathe together with all the families across the world who lost people. Let's breathe together. Can we breathe? Let's completely breathe together. Let's breathe together with all the people who died alone this year and are breathing only in the next worlds in their continuity of consciousness and all the pain that they left behind. Let's breathe together for the ancillary effects in starvation and sexual trafficking, right? In destruction of literacy all over, for example, the African subcontinent, which are quote unquote indirect effects, cascading effects from coronavirus. Let's breathe, friends. Let's breathe. Let's breathe together with the millions of people all over the world, tens of millions of people who actually don't have a job, who lost their savings and are trying to re-piece together their lives. Wow. Let's breathe together with all the people who fell prey to psychiatric disorders of different kinds that they had somehow managed, but COVID put them over the edge. All right, let's breathe together for all of that pain. But let's also breathe together for all of the promise, for the heroes around the world, the men and women, right, on the front line around the world who cared, who stepped up, who made masks, who gave funds, right, who felt it and breathed it all the time. And for the doctors and nurses who gave their lives, right, in service of healing. Wow. And for all the people in the world who exploded, right, as one heart and one love, right, and one world. And I want to just say it only makes sense. This kind of conversation only makes sense. Reality only makes sense if you actually understand the continuity of consciousness. And I'm not going to talk about it now. We should actually spend an entire summer festival talking about this, or an entire 6-8 weeks talking about it. I began having this conversation with my friend Andrew Cohen in the first of our dialogues, but there's absolutely zero question in my mind that based on the best evidence we have available, empirical evidence, philosophical evidence, right? Wow. Anthropological evidence, that which we know in our own body, 3 kinds of evidence, that there's a continuity of consciousness, that it's not over when it's over. And so that the 1.5 million or more people, right, who passed, right, have continued in their journey. And I just want to say we're afraid to say that anymore. We're afraid that we're going to be looked at as unsophisticated or somehow fundamentalist or too religious, or someone's going to dismiss us. But those dismissers, right, my dear friend Terry, those dismissers actually haven't looked at the evidence. They're actually lost in secular dogma. And you actually can't hold the goodness of reality within one lifetime and within 1 year. It didn't all get worked out this year. There was an enormous amount of peril and pain and devastation, right? Enormous amount did not go right. And yet there was so much love and so much goodness and so much truth and so much beauty and so much power, right? And so much promise. So yes, friends, the promise will be kept. And we don't lose sight of any of the suffering or any of the people we lost. And we know, if we've actually taken the time to go into this deeply, we know there is a continuity of consciousness. All right? Can you feel that, friends? But I'm just going to say one thing, just where you can access this kind of directly in your body right now in this second. Just feel into your body. Everyone willing, who's willing to do this? I'm going to go in the chat box. Who's willing to go in the chat box with me? Okay. Let's just feel in your body. Feel 2 things. Okay. You ready? Who's ready? Okay. Let's actually find this inside in a direct experience of enlightened reality together. Okay. Feel into your body and ask yourself, based on your own first person experience, but don't think, let your body speak its knowing. Let your heart speak its knowing. Is it true that it all gets worked out in one lifetime? No, it's clearly not, right? Can everyone get that? You immediately realize it's not all worked out in one lifetime. That's one. Stay with me. Two, do you know in your own body that reality needs to be fair? I want you to catch this. It's so deep. It makes a difference whether you choose to be Mother Teresa or Hitler. How many people just know that immediately? You just know it immediately. It makes a difference, makes an ultimate difference. And I want to get that to say it makes an ultimate difference whether you choose to be Mother Teresa or Hitler. Who gets that in your body? Give me a yes if you got that. It's simple. It's simple. Give me a yes, right? You know that's true, right? That's not dogma. You know that's true. It's an immediate human being ontological for realsies. It's an immediate direct knowing, okay? Right? But here's the thing. If that's true, if you know it doesn't get all worked out in one lifetime, and you know fairness is real, right? Then you know that fairness often doesn't happen in one lifetime, which means that this world can't be the full context of existence. Wow.